Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and in this one I'm going to show you how to make an automatic minecart loader and unloader. So as the unloader is much simpler than the loader, we're going to be starting off with it, and this is everything you need. You're going to need one redstone repeater, one redstone comparator, two redstone torches, one block of redstone, one sticky piston, three hoppers, three regular rails, one powered rail, one detector rail, one hopper minecart, and 6 building blocks. I'm going to be using wool in this case, and one fence. Alright, so to kick this build off, you're going to want to put down your first regular building block, and then you're going to skip one. I'll explain that in a second. And you're going to dig down one block, put in your block of redstone, put your powered rail on top of that, then you're going to dig out 2 more blocks. I didn't need to dig that one out, sorry. And in here, you're going to put 2 of your hoppers. You can put one off to the side, and then the other one leading into that from this side. And then you can place your rails here. You're going to want to put your detector rail on top of the second hopper, place down another building block, and put the rail that we borrowed from back there up here. And this is going to make the detector rail stick up like this. So now you can break that, make sure it doesn't fall in the hoppers, and go put it back over here. And now you've got your rails all in place. Next, you're going to want to put another block on top of here. Then you're going to take your comparator. You're going to lead it off of this block. You can also build this circuit off to the left. However, I'm going to be building it on the right just for convenience. And then you're going to put down a block. So once that block's down, you can grab your repeater, put it down like that, facing into another block. So you have comparator, block, repeater, block. And then off to this side, you're going to put a torch, put a block on top of that, put another torch on there, and then you'll want to stick your sticky piston right off from there, attach the fence gate, put your minecart in, and you're done. Now the third hopper is optional. I like to have it right here, and we can just face it in there. If you want, you could even snag a chest. Let me grab one from here, and you can even feed it into some chests. You can lead these hoppers off to anywhere you want. We can just put a chest there for demonstration. So if I put a bunch of items in this chest and then send it off, you'll see that that pushes out, stopping it. But then once all the items have drained out, it releases it, it'll go back on its way, and everything is in this chest. And like I said, you can run these hoppers anywhere you want. I just have them right here for this demonstration. And that is the unloading circuit. Pretty straightforward. If you want, you could mirror this circuit on the other side. You can just come over here and do the same thing. Comparator, block, repeater, block, have a torch, block, torch, piston, fence gate, and now it works from both sides. So now you can't actually have it set up like this because the pistons will interact with each other and it'll be a bad time. I can show you that right now. So you can only set this up on one side or the other, because then the fence, it won't even work. They just don't get along. So that was the unloader. Now onto the loader, which is a bit more complex and requires a few more things. So for this design, you'll need a handful more things. You'll need 3 chests, 2 building block, 2 redstone comparators, 1 redstone torch, 1 block of redstone, 1 sticky piston, a fence post, 4 regular rails, 1 powered rail, 1 detector rail, a minecart with hopper, and 3 random blocks. These can be anything you want. I'm using sandstone in this case, but whatever 3 blocks, these will just get used in a chest. So to kick this one off, you're going to start in much the same way as the last one. You're going to place down your first building block, and then you can skip one, place a regular rail, then dig down one, and here you can put in your powered rail with your block of redstone, and then you can put in another regular rail, followed by your detector rail, which I have right here. Then you'll want to put your second building block. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you will need a third building block. But regardless of that, you can put your rail up here to connect the detector rail upwards. Then you can break that rail and take it back just like we did on the unloader circuit. And then up here, you'll want to place your chest overhanging from there. So this way, the hopper minecart will collide with the chest and suck items way faster. This speeds up the process significantly. So now coming around the back here, you want to grab your comparators, and you'll stick one comparator out this way. You'll want to right click on that so this light turns on. That puts it in subtract mode. Put another comparator facing into that with a chest behind it. And here is where the 3 items come from. This makes it so that the signal strength requires it to pick up at least 1 stack of items. So with this design, with that number of items in the chest, you will have to get at least 1 stack of items in your input chest for this minecart to take off. If it has any fewer than a stack, it will not take off. Now, with that said, you can grab your extra building block. I'm just going to use some sandstone here, and you'll face that into your subtract comparator, and then off of that, you can bring a redstone torch. On top of that, you can place your piston, and from there, you can put your fence gate. Now, since this doesn't have anything in it, it can go in because of the weird hitbox collision that minecarts have with fence gates, but it cannot come out. However, if we grab a few stacks of items, put them in here, you'll see it sucks them out at an extremely fast rate, and then once it has a stack, it will send it off, and every once in a while it'll suck out a little more than a stack. That's because it sits there a little longer while the torch is shutting off for the piston to retract, but it does not need 74 to take off. It just every once in a while will grab a few extra items. And if you send it back in with stuff, it'll just send it right back out. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to see me implement this into a super furnace design in the future, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to have a video coming out on that fairly soon. And with all that said, have a good one.